Once again, welcome back everybody, it's Crow here with another cosplay build. This time we're looking at the F-22 Raptor EMD Phase 2, which is, quite a mouthful. This was a viewer request last week. Figured I'd give it a shot since it looked like it'd pretty well fit into the general guise of Armored Core 6. And honestly, I enjoy playing as this build too. The PvP footage at the end of this video was recorded last week, before the patch that dropped this morning, which is patch 1.02. So the build that worked then to a degree should actually work better now because the CHANG-CHENs that you can see here on my arm units got pretty decently buffed. They now do higher damage, they have faster fire rate, or no, not faster fire rate, sorry, faster bullet speed, and quicker reload time. So they have got an all-around buff. But that's it for those. They're like the submachine guns that are pretty decent to use. I enjoyed them. Then on the back we have the HUXLEY, which is our kinetic sort of orbit. Does really good for helping have sustained damage. I enjoy using it. And for the left back unit, we're using the laser dagger, since the actual F-22 Raptor in the Muv-Luv anime appeared to use a pretty basic laser dagger, or, sorry, dagger weapon. Going on from there, we go with the shade eye for the head, the ALBA core, the NACHTREIHER arms, and the FIRMEZA legs. Gives an all-around pretty sleek look that I really quite enjoyed. With the boosters, the FCS, and the generator, we pretty much went all coral with the NGI 001, the WLT 001, and the NGI 000. Biggest coral generator, because quite frankly, most of my builds have it if they don't have a reason to use another one. As far as the expansion, I went assault armor. That way this thing can pack more of a punch in close range, because it really, quite honestly, needs it. That way if you're getting hit by anything, such as another blade, you can at least get some damage in and maybe stun them to get your own attack in before you inevitably die, because this thing is not very beefy. It will take damage quick, so you need to dish it out quick too. Beyond that, we will move on to the paint, which is honestly probably one of the easier paint schemes that I really have had to do. For the main colors, for the most of the mech, we have this close to black, but not quite. Very much a, I guess, charcoal gray is what you could maybe call it. Again, don't quote me on colors, I'm not great with them. The sub's not too different from that. The main color that you're going to see is going to be this blue, which I used for the blue lights that the F-22 had in the Muv-Luv anime. And that's the gist as far as the coloring on this one goes. And I left pretty much basic blacks and grays for the actual arm units. Really easy all around. Now when it comes to decals, we'll go in and actually look at the actual edits I made themselves. Made this one for the left arm, per the design from the anime. Easy enough. If you wanted to go into more detail, you would actually probably custom make the letters, because it has more sharper squared edges. But I went cheap and lazy and just used the pre-mades, and it worked out well enough. Same for the O2 that goes on the leg. This is the emblem that goes on either side of the chest. This one was pretty easy to make. Just a circle using a star and a couple of odd square-ish shapes. Easy enough. If anybody wants, leave a comment and I can always generate codes for those. But the actual placement, nothing on the head. The two stars on the core on either side. Ideally, you'd maybe want them at more of an angle instead of facing out like that, but with this core, they look fine there. Then on the right arm, we have a weird little triple X type symbol that I also made. Easy enough to make, not really too difficult there. I just used a couple of chevrons and kept flipping it. Though in hindsight, probably could have just used X's. Never said I was bright. And then lastly, well, I guess not lastly, but on the other arm, we have the 65-001. I think it stands out nice and well. And finally, we have the O2 on the leg, which I don't think it was on the other side as well. I think it was just on the one side, so that's why it's just there. And for anybody that wants to download this one, here is your upload code. As soon as it... There we go. Yeah, so there you go. This will also be in the description, so you don't have to pause the video or anything. I'll have that and all the parts listed. And for now, if you like these videos and want to see more, please let me know. Please, like and subscribe. Let me know if there's any other mechs you would like to see recreated. And for now, stay tuned and stick around for some of the PvP matches I did. Bearing in mind these were pre-patch, so even though I do win, barely, there's a good chance this can hold up a little bit better now that its main weapons have received a buff. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
filter ammunition at 50%.